The world is unpredictable, and nuclear threats are real, even if they feel distant. Hope alone won't protect you. Preparation will. This guide is about practical steps to stack the odds in your favor. You don't need to be an expert, just proactive and smart. We'll cover how to make your home safer, what supplies matter, and how to keep calm when chaos erupts. Survival starts with a clear plan and a level head. Panic is the enemy. Knowledge is your weapon. Let's turn fear into action and begin your journey to preparedness. Your survival could depend on what you do next. When disaster strikes, your first priority is shelter. In a nuclear emergency, the right shelter can mean the difference between life and death. Acting quickly and decisively is crucial, so don't hesitate. Move yourself and your loved ones to safety as soon as you receive a warning. The main threats are the blast itself and the dangerous radiation that follows. Your shelter must protect you from both. Thick, dense materials like concrete, earth, or brick are your best defense against radiation. The safest place is underground. A basement or cellar offers the most protection. The deeper and more shielded you are, the better. If your home has a basement, make it your primary shelter location. If you don't have a basement, choose an interior room with no windows, as far from outside walls and the roof as possible. Closets, hallways, or storage rooms can work in a pinch. Reinforce your chosen spot by stacking heavy furniture, books, or sandbags against exterior walls. Every layer you add increases your protection from radiation and flying debris. The more mass between you and the outside, the safer you'll be. Even improvised barriers, like mattresses, blankets, or bags of clothing, can help if you don't have sandbags. Remember, your shelter doesn't have to be permanent. If you get a warning, assemble it as quickly as possible. Every minute counts, so focus on speed and efficiency. Make your shelter livable. Set up a place to sleep, organize your supplies, and designate a corner for waste. A bucket with a tight-fitting lid works well. Comfort matters, especially if you'll be inside for days. After an attack, seal all vents, windows, and cracks with duct tape and plastic sheeting. This keeps radioactive fallout from getting inside. Pay special attention to any gaps or openings. Limit your activity to conserve air and energy. Stay calm, rest as much as possible, and avoid unnecessary movement to keep the air fresh. Keep a battery-powered or hand-crank radio nearby for emergency updates. Information is your lifeline. Listen for official instructions before leaving your shelter. Treat this room as your lifeboat. Plan it carefully, stock it with essentials, and make sure everyone knows the plan. Preparation now can save lives later. Your shelter is your key to surviving the most dangerous phase. Stay strong, stay together, and remember, preparedness is your greatest ally in a crisis. When preparing for an emergency, water is your absolute top priority. Without it, survival becomes impossible in just a few days. In a crisis, clean drinking water can be hard to find, so it's crucial to plan ahead and make sure you have enough for everyone in your household, including pets. Experts recommend storing at least 1 gallon of water per person per day, and you should have enough for at least 2 weeks. This covers not just drinking, but also basic hygiene and food preparation. The safest and easiest option is to use commercially bottled water. Keep it sealed and store it in your shelter, away from direct sunlight and chemicals, to ensure it stays fresh and uncontaminated. Don't count on tap water being available or safe after an attack or disaster. That's why it's essential to have a backup supply ready. Alongside water, stock up on non-perishable foods that don't require cooking or refrigeration. Choose foods like canned vegetables, beans, soups, and ready-to-eat meals. Protein bars and meal replacement bars are great for quick energy and nutrition. Nuts, trail mixes, and peanut butter are excellent sources of healthy fats and protein, and they have a long shelf life. Remember to rotate your supplies every 6 months to keep them fresh. Don't forget a manual can opener. Electric ones won't work if the power goes out. It's a small tool, but absolutely essential for accessing your canned foods. If you have pets, make sure to include enough pet food and any medications they need. Your emergency kit should be tailored to everyone in your household, furry friends included. Gather a well-stocked first aid kit, prescription medications, and sanitation supplies like toilet paper, garbage bags, and moist towelettes. Good hygiene is critical to prevent illness, especially when resources are limited. Pack a multi-tool for repairs, a flashlight and headlamp for light, and an emergency radio to stay informed about the situation. Don't forget extra batteries for all your devices. Having backup power sources ensures you can use your essential tools and stay connected, even if the electricity is out for days. Store all your supplies in waterproof containers to protect them from moisture, leaks, or flooding. Label everything clearly so you can find what you need quickly. Keep your shelter organized and clutter-free. In an emergency, you may have to act fast, so knowing exactly where everything is can save precious time. Make sure you can access your supplies even in the dark. Keep flashlights handy and check batteries regularly. These basic preparations are your lifeline in a crisis. With the right supplies and a little planning, you can keep yourself and your loved ones safe, healthy, and ready for whatever comes your way. If you must evacuate, have a go bag ready for each family member. Pack 3 days water, high-energy food, a water filter, and a small first aid kit. Include a change of clothes, waterproof jacket, sturdy shoes, and an emergency blanket. Add a multi-tool fixed blade knife, fire-starting tools, headlamp, compass, and a physical map. Don't rely on your phone. Networks may be down. Include copies of important documents, some cash, and emergency contacts. Practice carrying your bag so you know you can handle it. Store it near an exit for quick access. Update its contents every 6 months. Your go bag is your insurance policy. If you get a warning, sirens, alerts, or broadcasts, act fast. Don't panic. Get inside the nearest sturdy building immediately. Head straight to your designated shelter. Avoid windows and exterior walls. If you have your go bag, grab it. If not, don't waste time. Bring pets if you can do so quickly. If time allows, fill bathtubs with water and turn off gas lines. Focus on simple, life-saving actions. Speed is critical. Gather your family, stay calm, and tune your emergency radio for updates. Once sealed in your shelter, stay put. Don't look outside. The most dangerous moments are during and right after the blast. A nuclear detonation starts with a blinding flash. Don't look at it. If outside, drop flat, cover your head, and shield your face. Get behind solid cover if possible. The blast wave follows. Stay down until it passes. In your shelter, expect violent shaking and noise. Stay away from walls and huddle in the center. Your shelter's mass protects you from the blast and initial radiation. After the shaking, stay put. Fallout is the next threat. Survival now depends on remaining sealed inside. Fallout is deadly radioactive dust, most dangerous in the first 48 hours. Stay inside your sealed shelter for at least 2 to 3 days, ideally 2 weeks. Use your emergency radio for updates on when it's safe to emerge. Radiation is invisible. Shielding, time, and distance are your defenses. When you must go out, keep trips brief, wear layers, and cover your mouth and nose. Decontaminate before re-entering. Remove outer clothes, leave shoes outside, and wash exposed skin. Every precaution reduces your risk. Keep fallout out of your living space. Patience and discipline are your best protection. After 2 weeks in isolation, the time may come when you must leave the safety of your shelter to search for essential supplies. This is a critical moment. Step outside with caution, fully aware that the world you once knew has changed dramatically. Every decision you make now could mean the difference between life and death. The landscape will be unrecognizable. Buildings may be crumbling, streets deserted, and the air heavy with uncertainty. Your focus must shift entirely to survival. Move carefully, stay alert, and always be prepared for the unexpected. Water and food are your top priorities. Never trust open water sources as they may be contaminated. Instead, seek out sealed bottles and canned goods, which are far safer. Check expiration dates and packaging for any signs of damage before consuming anything. Remember, you are not alone. Community is your greatest asset in this new world. If you encounter other survivors, approach with caution, but also with hope. Forming a group increases your chances of survival and brings much-needed emotional support. Work together to pool resources, share knowledge, and protect one another. Each person brings unique skills, whether it's first aid, navigation, or building repairs. Collaboration is key to overcoming daily challenges. Establish a safe, clean living area as soon as possible. Organize your space, keep it tidy, and set up a watch system to guard against threats, both human and environmental. A secure base is the foundation of your survival. Sanitation is vital. Improper waste disposal can lead to disease outbreaks. Always bury waste far from your living quarters and water sources. Cleanliness is not just comfort, it's a matter of life and death. Use your first aid supplies wisely. Treat even minor wounds immediately to prevent infection, and ration medical resources carefully. In this environment, a small injury can quickly become life-threatening if ignored. Mental strength is just as important as physical survival. Set small, achievable goals each day, whether it's finding food, improving your shelter, or simply helping a fellow survivor. These goals give you purpose and keep hope alive. The will to live is powerful. Encourage one another, share stories, and celebrate small victories. Nurture resilience in yourself and your group, because morale can be the difference between giving up and pushing forward. Rebuilding starts with cooperation and hope. Even small acts like planting seeds or repairing a wall can spark a sense of progress and unity. Together, you can begin to reclaim your world. Survival is a team effort. By working together, supporting each other, and never losing sight of hope, you can navigate the challenges of this new world and build a future, one day at a time. Surviving nuclear war is the ultimate test of resilience. Preparation turns fear into action and gives you control. Survival is as much mental as physical. Adapt, stay resourceful, and keep hope alive. You're not just surviving for yourself, but for the future. Hope is an active force. Let it drive you to help others and rebuild. The human spirit thrives on compassion and cooperation. Stay informed, prepared, and hopeful. Your strength and knowledge are your greatest assets. You are more capable than you know. Stay safe.